What's up, you guys, and welcome back. You know, I should definitely be set before I do this, but it's all good. Anyways, welcome back, you guys. Infinite J here. Today I wanted to speak to you guys about kindness and doing things out of the kindness of your heart, and how doing so can be beneficial to your life, how doing so can benefit someone else. Kindness, man, that goes along the lines of the golden rule status, as far as treating others the way you would like to be treated, treating thy neighbor as they self, not doing harm to others. But kindness, you guys, it's a powerful trait to be kind. Being kind is not a hard thing to do, and at best it's definitely not the easiest thing to keep up with, right? It's easy to do it, but it's not easy to continue to be kind, mainly when someone is doing you wrong, right? And so that's, man, you never know the outcome of it, but it's always best to be kind, especially in a negative situation, to be the better person, to move forward in life. You know, man, kindness, you guys, there's not too much to really just elaborate on when you speak about kindness, because it's self-explanatory. We live in a world where there's a lot of negative things take place among us, whether we are aware of those things or not. And I guess I want to touch on like the racism that has been taking place since the beginning of time, right? And through it all, I still find myself being kind to the other races on this planet. And when they see a man like me, a black guy, 9 times out of 10, if they don't know me, their first thoughts, or just a thought, right? It's never always positive when they see a black guy, especially a black man with dreads who hadn't been able to articulate himself because we haven't been really given a chance to, right? Just where I come from, just the things that I've seen in my life, where we're judged based off our appearance, and we never really just judge anybody else outside of our race instantly. We can judge one another. Black people always, we make fun of, we poke fun at one another for like the sport or the thrill, but we never really just walk into a organization and see a different color of race and feel negative about them, whether you white, Asian, Spanish, Hinduism, I'm just throwing out, Japanese, Korean, Filipino, it doesn't matter. We never just sit there and feel threatened, even if we seen an Islamic person or a Muslim, or someone from a third country that is wrapped up with the turbines and stuff like that. We never just immediately think negative. We never have that thought. It's always, hello, hi, how you doing? And if we're not associating ourselves with a different race, we're not sitting over there contemplating if you finna kill us or blow us up or something, anything. pull a gun out and just go ham or ape crap, right? So, speaking on my background, we can go anywhere, and our ultimate goal is to come in peace. That's just how we are as African Americans. And I'm speaking on 99.99% of us, almost 100% of African Americans. We come in peace, like regardless if we was traded and came as slaves, regardless if we had a bad day and we're not feeling what's going on in our personal life. We don't come to do harm. You know, it's not our intent to just do you some type of way because we don't have nothing better to do. I don't think that's what, I don't believe that's how the world should view African Americans. And I don't want to just make this video about that, but I'm talking primarily on being kind. Like, we was raised in the world without an actual, I don't want to say fighting chance, because it's always been us fighting for our chances. It's always been us fighting just to get forward in life, you know, just to get forward. They put African American males in a category of women across the board. Like, we're treated unequal, the same way women have been treated unequal since the beginning of time. That right there is me showing kindness to the idea and thought and the movement of which the world has been going. Women have been treated unkindly forever, and they always wanted to fight to be heard over anything. Women fight to be heard, and I can understand that. They're the ones that brought us into this world. They, you know, for 9 months they carried us, and then went through the pain to have us here. So when I speak on being kind, I'm not perfect. I've done some things in life, and I'm not talking about just to individuals, but to myself and my mind. I've done some things to make me think a certain type of way, and so that has caused me to act a certain way or be a certain way. But I said in my last video, we don't have to allow someone else to dictate our future or who we are. We don't have to allow someone else's demeanor alter us as people. So I just want to express the fact that I would like for there to be more kindness in the world. Everyone can get along and get on with their lives a lot better. I understand, you know, police have a job, and they feel that they have to exercise their dominance because of their status of job labor at that point in time. But you guys hear people talk all the time, well, if you didn't have that badge, you wouldn't be like that, or this, that, and the other can take place. And I understand that they're trying to diffuse the situation, but we're fighting to see more kindness with policemen, you know. And I say we, I'm speaking, yes, first primarily on the African people, the indigenous people, right? Speaking on us that have to deal with this day in and day out. Like, we deal with it. We shouldn't have to just always see an officer. But at the same time, if and when we do see an officer, it'll be smoother if they can rationalize with us as well, instead of picking out what they want to hear from a situational story and putting it towards what they have to do to diffuse a situation. And I get the whole training comes into place, all this, that, and the other, but you know, that can be found in another video if we want to go technical and get into depth about that. But every time I've seen an officer, I did my best to be kind to them, to be nice and speak with respect, things of that nature. Not because I'm afraid of them or anything, but because, like, I have somewhere to go, I have something to do, but I'm being stopped for what again? For this little minor thing, when you would have let somebody else go, you wouldn't even bother this person. Wouldn't even mess with them. I have gotten stopped a number of times for little things. I'm talking about the most minute. You can just let it be, but you have to continue to stop me. I'm driving the way that I always drive. Like, you know, this time I get on the highway, I might have to drive faster. But you get tired of it. But yet I still carry out kindness. And I'm only saying that because I'm speaking on the kindness of this video. I'm making the statement about, kindness. And so that's me expressing that. But I would love to see that more in the world. From my experiences, I've dealt with kind people, and I've dealt with people had to change from being kind, and I get it. I get it. But you guys, we live in a world where we are forgotten about our heritage of history, knowledge, and information, understanding, and education. Like, we're called, I don't want to say we, because it's not everybody. It's not everybody, and I can't talk for everybody. I can't speak for everybody. I'm speaking on the path that I've been on, and how I felt that my life has been at an unease for too long, and it deals with a lot of the things that I speak on. And so I just want to encourage people to be kind in life. And if you recognize kindness, recognize it at a higher level. Recognize it at its full potential. Like, recognize kindness instead of it being brushed off. Like, I still open doors for men and women. It might not necessarily be my car door every time, but I still try to express those traits. Open a building door. Say thank you. Greet people. How you doing? Things of that nature, man. I still would love to see that within the multitude of people. I would love to see that carry on. After everything is said and done with votes, when everything is said and done with ballots or whatever, and the pandemic and anything, man. People getting let off a job. Be kind and feel like there's something greater out there. Maybe the layout was for positive. But iron sharpen iron, you guys. Remember that. You can always help someone else, and in return your help will come down later in life. You be kind now, someone gonna be kind to you later. Or someone's kind to you now because you was kind to them in the past. So it all depends on what energy you want to throw out there. You could be kind in a mean way. I could be kind to my children in a authoritative way, just to get them to understand. And that goes back to playing with the whole authority with officers. It just the level of it can come down, and I find myself doing that too. Like I don't want to say overly aggressive with my kids, but when I think about it, I am being overly aggressive. And I'm like, man, you got to calm down. Like, yeah, these are your children, and you can control them how you want, but let me control how I'm controlling that situation. So I bring myself down to another level because I'm stuck with the stigma of how I was raised, and that's not cool. So sometimes I have to tell myself, woosah. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. This is a child's a kid, and they still learning. So instead of exerting all this energy out of something small, I find a way to try to diffuse it and to be a better person. And again, I really put that thought process into how I was raised, and then I was stuck in it for a number of years, never really controlling myself. And so I have to show myself kindness and then give that kindness to the kids or anyone that's around me, So I'm making this video so I can be mindful and make the practice for myself. But anyways, you guys, that concludes the video of kindness. I'm gonna continue to do these videos whether I engage with anybody or not. Peace, love, respect, and positivity. Love you guys. Peace.